Hello everyone, I'm Akash, and in this video, I'll be explaining and running the code that I have implemented to fulfill the task requirements. In this task, we were required to scrape product details from the Amazon website, including product name, price, rating, and seller name. So this here is the Amazon website from where we were asked to scrape the details. We were asked to scrape the product name. This is the product name, the MRP, the rating, and lastly, we were also tasked to scrape the the seller name. We were required to use either Beautiful Soup or Selenium for scraping the data. The goal was to create a CSV file with the extracted information. I have chosen to use Beautiful Soup, a Python library for web scraping, to accomplish this task. Okay. I've used Jupyter Notebook. Here is my IPYNB file. Okay. First of all, let's look at the libraries that we have imported. I've imported four libraries. The request library, which allows us to send HTTP requests to websites. I've also used the Beautiful Soup library, which helps us parse the HTML content of web pages. Additionally, I've used the CSV library for handling the CSV files and Pandas library for working with data in a structured manner. Next, I've initialized four lists to store the scraped data. To ensure smooth scraping, I've set up a user agent header. This header contains information that identifies a script as a web browser. In this case, I'm using the user agent header for the Chrome browser. Now, let's move on to the scraping the product details from the first page of the search results on Amazon. First of all, I've written the URL of the web page, Amazon web page, which was provided to us. Next, we start by sending a GET request to the URL of the first page. This retrieves the HTML content of the page. Then we use Beautiful Soup to parse the HTML content and find all the product items on the web page. Next, we iterate over each product item using a for loop. Inside for loop, we extract the product name, rating, and href from each product item. Also, I've also trans this small code to skip those products which are out of stock. We check if the product is out of stock by searching for a specific div with an out of stock ID. If it exists, we skip to the next iteration of the loop. Inside the loop, we extract the price and seller name from the product item and the merch. With the scraping process complete, we now have the extracted data stored in product names, prices, ratings, and seller lists. We can use the pandas library to create a data frame from this data. A data frame is a tabular data structure that allows us to organize and analyze the data more efficiently. I've created a with the lists as values and then pass it to the pd.data frame. I've specified the file name as Amazon products first page.csv and set index equals to true to include row indexes in the CSV file. That's it for the code explanation. Actually, I've also done the code to scrape the product details of the other pages, but there was an issue with the code. Don't know why, but it wasn't able to. After writing this code, I wasn't able to request the data from Amazon website. So this here is the code. I'll also upload this at GitHub so others can view it. Logically, the code is correct. I don't know why it wasn't working. This here is the CSV file. As you can see, file name was Amazon products first page.csv. This is the okay. This is the index. This is the product name. Okay. This is the price of all the products. This is the rating of the products. out of 5 stars. And lastly, we have the seller name of the most of them were Coco Blue Retail. Uh, Only two are different. Okay. Thank you, everyone.